Oh, this is Rob from Mins Models. This is my 4th update of the RYEFIELD Panther with the cutaway parts. Just before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. All your comments, really do appreciate them. So now we're actually starting on the upper hull, and as you can see the cutaway part. That's how it comes in the kit. I haven't done none of that. Really detailed. And off camera again, I just test fitting, just make sure everything fits. There are a few ejector pin marks underneath just to take care of. Okay, just watch your fingers as well when you're gluing, you don't get glue marks. Okay, so now we've just, there is 2 hatches to do, but you can only do the one. Right, that as well is keyed, so you can only fit it one way. But again, just make sure. Okay. Right, now we're working on the hatch, and you got options here. You can have it open or you can have it closed. Right, I've gone for the closed position. There's no need to have it open because you can see all the interior anyway. This piece you're gluing on here is the same piece whether you have it open or closed. It's one of the handles that are different. So again, just keep looking at the drawing, just make sure you got it the right way. And also you can fit them because it's all the same colour underneath as well. As you can see, it just drops straight in, no problem. Okay, again, I'm making sure I hold the part carefully, because if the glue capillary is through, you're going to leave fingerprints, and it looks a mess when it's dried. Now this is the actual the piece I was on about that's different. So there's 2 little indents in the plastic, and then you just dab a bit of glue in it and it locates really well. Really nice fit. I'm just making sure it's all square. We can just make the ejector pin marks out. I've done the main ones you're going to see. Right, now we're working on the radios now. This is a nice little assembly as well. Now the instructions haven't got a very good call out for these. You've got the lower hull and the turret, but there's nothing on the upper hull. So I've just done a bit of research just to find out what colours to use. With super detail. They're really nice, and these will really paint up nice. There's a couple of bits of photo etch to put on, but I should do them off camera because they're really small. Again, Just make sure you got it the right way up. So that, as you're looking, where the one radio is now, that's the top. So that will flick over, and all you do is just glue it to the underneath for the upper hull. Again, there's a couple of little indents where you can locate it. I've actually started doing the painting and the weathering now of the turret, so that will be on a separate update, and I'll talk you through what I'm doing. Again, couple of parts, all you got to do is just make sure you've got it square. I've missed a few steps out as well. I haven't glued nothing on the outside of the upper hull yet. I want to glue it all together first. When I've got it all glued, I'll glue all the small parts on them. So we're still on the upper hull. This was quite a fiddly assembly as well, sub-assembly. You got quite a few parts on this. There's decals to go on as well. So again, just keep chesting. That's the key. That is, just keep dry fitting. It's better to check it before you glue it, because once you've committed to glue, it's going to be a lot more awkward. But there is a seam line there, but you're not going to see that. I'm just checking I'll go it the right way. There's a little Photo Etch wheel as well. You fit onto there, but I'll leave that till last. I'll glue it all together first, and I'll fit it, just in case you knock it off. Now I'm actually going to fit this. I'm going to spray the off-white the same. So the front half will be off-white, and then the back half will be that, like the I think it's the XF18. But they class it as I think it's French blue. But again, you got options here as well. You can just make the little Photo Etch handle out. Now then, where the turret ring goes, I've left the sprues on, just to give it a bit of strength. And same on the back as well. I'll cut all them off when I'm ready. to fit the other parts. But that bit of the clear part with the photo etch, that if you don't glue it, that you can have that working as well. Right, now we're starting on the outside now. These are the fans and that. Now you got two options here as well. You got an option with a heater, or you got an option without the heater. So I'm going for the option with the heater. As on this little assembly I'm doing here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 options you can do. Now it has got photo etch on, but I want to primer it in the black first, all on the inside, make sure it's all covered, and then I'll glue the photo etch on then. Just makes it a bit more easier to paint. So that's your outside you're looking at there. This piece I'm gluing on now, that's another option, another one of the options. There's a little locating point just to help you get it right. Now this has got the one hole where I'm putting the glue, and the other hole, the one hole's bigger than the other, so you can't get that, you can't really get it the wrong way around. If it doesn't fit right, you've got it wrong, and it just drops in, no problem at all. So that's the one with the heater. Right, this is the other side now. There's only a couple of options with this one. Again, you got the two different size pins, so you can't get it the wrong way around. Now I've cut the other sprue gates off now. I've cleaned them up. I've dry fitted all this and it fits beautifully. Now you've got to make sure now when you glue these bits I'm gluing in now, there's a right way and a wrong way. If you look at the diagram, it tells you it says this ramp is outwards, so there's like the one side sloped and the other side is straight. So you want the slope side facing out. Again, there's photo etch to glue on top of these. Well, I should prime it all in black first. I'm just making sure I've got this the right way around. As you can see, it's a super fit. Now that there, it isn't flush with that piece because there's another piece that glues on top of that. There's like a little surround. And again, you've got options. You can have the open version so you can see the photo etch, or you got like a closed version so you won't see it. Now we're just doing the same on the other side, just making sure the slope bit's facing out. But when you get to, if you're actually building this, when you get to that section, there's a close-up of you showing you, so you just to make sure you got it the right way. Well, RYEFIELD have made the instructions really clear. Up till now I've had no problems. Again, just dry fit Just test everything. Right, now this bit here, I actually glue the wrong way. I've got it the wrong way around. So them two holes there, I've got it where I've just put that piece is right and gluing in now, but the fan part and the other part they're the wrong way around. So luckily I pick up on it and I managed to swap them around before the glue dries. So all I've got to do is put the heater part the other side and then just swap them round. But that's not the instructions, that's me. I just messed up basically. Right, now this is the actual engine compartment now I'm working on. Now you can have the option of having these missing, so you can see all the engine and all the radiators and everything. But I decided just to have it all closed up. Again, these two parts I'm fitting on are both the same. I'm just making sure there's no locating point for them, so I'm just looking at the diagram and just make sure I got it the right way. Still test, just keep dry fitting. There is a couple of more parts to glue on these. There's a little handle and there's like a little bracket as well, but I should glue them on after. But you've got to decide here now if you want to have everything exposed or just button it all up. But because it's cut out, you can see straight through. Right, this is a little bit of photo etch I'm gluing here. That's just me glue I use from the pound shop. Just careful how much glue you put on, because it will clog the holes up. So when you spray it, you'll see it'll stand out. And there's a little part now that glues on top, but there's a little there's like a little piece of photo etch that glues across the opening. It's like a cross piece. Well, I should do that off camera because it's really small. So there's your inside. If you're going to have it all exposed as well, you just there's some ejector pin marks on the actual door. Right, now we're working on the actual lower hull now. So all you got to do here is just make sure you get these the right way up. Okay, so really nice fit. Also, just get these bits square as well. So all I do is get my ruler and just place it on in the underneath in the corner, and I know I'm square then. Right, what I'm showing you here, the pieces in red, cut them off but don't glue them. This is just for the positioning use. So all I do, I'll just glue the two sides. So them are the pieces cut off. Glue the two sides and just slot them in, and it'll square it up for you. Also as well, make sure when you fit the one side, not the side I'm fitting now, the other side, if you're doing the cutaway version, make sure you fit the actual part that's already cut out, because you got two options. You got the full part like I'm gluing in now, or you got the actual cutaway. Again, as I've just sanded the ejector pin marks out. The ones I've left in are going to be covered anyway, because there's a lot of parts to glue into this. So as you can see, you'll see all the inside. Well, I'm only gluing the ends. I'm not gluing nothing in the middle yet, till I've squared it off. Right, so that's all you do, just place them in, leave it to dry then. It just helps you make sure you got it square. So all I've done is just wrap tape around it just to keep it all together, and I'll leave that then overnight to dry. Right, now these parts I'm fitting now, there's 7 each side. You can't fit all the parts on this side, obviously, because it's cut away, but a lot of them you can. And also it's keyed as well. There's like a little cutout in the hole, and there's a little pin on the back of this plastic part you can fit in now, so you'll get it lined up right then. You gotta do the same both sides. Right, so that's them fitted. There's no need to show you fitting every one. Right, now we're starting on the inside of the suspension. What I should do, because these are different colour and fitting, I should spray it all first, and then I'll paint these separate with the paintbrush, and then I'll paint the torsion bars as well, and then I'll fit the torsion bars in. But they, again, look at your diagram, because you've got different ways. There's two different sorts as well. These ones I'm doing now, you got 7 of these, and then the other sort you got 9. But when you get to the end one, it's the opposite way. But the diagram is really clear as well, so you can see, you can make it out. And there's little holes in there. You push it in the hole, and then on the other side there's a little cutout what it rests on. So this is the one now, that's the other way. And then you miss one out, go to the next one. And now this is all we're doing now, is the other side now. Exactly the same thing. The first 8 are the same way, but when you get to the last one, just turn it round, so it's the other way. Well, what I shall do, I'll just fit them all first, and then off the camera I'll just run the glue around them. Again, just iron them up, make sure they're straight. But one of the sprue connection points is right on the end, so I just sand it down just to make sure it fits right, because it won't fit, it'll bend the actual plastic itself. So if you just sand it off, it straightens then. Right, so this is my 4th update. So I'll just like to say a big thank you for watching. Really appreciate all your support, all your comments. I'm so grateful. So I'll catch you in the next update. Thank you.